Yay! Hey, everybody. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Happy day after a long weekend. I hope everybody's doing well and was safe and had a good time. As always, for our Tuesday night Forest for the Trees so along, I'm joined by Ingrid.
Smile and wave.
Smile and wave. Hello, Kat. Ingrid and I are excited to be doing the sew along, but we're also excitedly talking about the fact that we're going to retreat next week. Can't believe it's already here.
I know.
Talking to Donna today, and said, "Can you believe it's been 3 years? 3 years. The time has
Yeah.
flown by.
Yeah, I can't believe this will be the third year.
Yeah, absolutely flown by.
Bonkers.
It's wild, but yeah. Um, Again, we're going to be working on this block, the forest for the trees, to be ready for. So at the end of this week, based on my rather exuberant wish to get 6 done each week, 6, right? 6 or 8? 8 done. 8 done. I can't remember. To be done soon, to be done within 5 weeks. We should
You
be
said 4.
uh not there's 24 and we were gonna do 4, so 24 divided by 4, was that 6, right? 6 times 4 is 20, so we're supposed to do 6 a week. So
I had it swapped.
I have some catching up to do too. We just wrapped up the mystery quilt along, so that was taking up a lot of time, like getting videos ready and making sure that I was on top of all of that. So now I can get back into get all of them done that I should have done for this week before next week, because next week, right before the retreat, we're supposed to have all of the blocks done, and then the week after the retreat we're supposed to put all of the rows together. Woo! Supposed to. I'm saying supposed to again. Ambitious. Very ambitious. But we've got Carl here. Hey, Carl, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Carl.
And Donna, I was telling Ingrid that I got the peach pusher order today.
Donna Shannon said that she's been waiting for your request.
I
These
knew
peaches.
I knew it was coming. We gotta keep the Dorito dudes, happy, right?
Right? That's funny.
Although Donna, I'll say I was surprised it was just peaches and it wasn't the triple berry jam and all. I was expecting a longer list.
Well, you might be adding to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You might have just reminded her.
Oh, it's been, like I was saying, I finished up the mystery quilts this past week. Uh, got the finished the block for the Whimsy Wonderland quilt. The key, this pretty thing right here.
Oh, that's cool.
And it needs, and this is Kona Sheen in these 2 little spots right here.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm
Did
excited.
you,
There we go. In the overhead, you can get the shimmer. Woo.
did you pick the fabrics for that?
Yes. Yep.
Very nice. I love the sheen.
I'm excited about that. This is the first block like Alice's dress I didn't think needed sheen, and the rabbit, who is also done, I didn't want to put, I was thinking about the sheen in the bow tie, but I didn't want to do it there because I want to use the red in there's a poison bottle and I want to use it there.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, I think it'll be cool to have the sheen in the little poison bottle. And there's the Queen of Hearts, her scepter with the heart is a jewel, and so I want to do that in
Oh,
sheen.
yeah, that's
So
perfect.
I think that's gonna be fun.
Stop it.
Nope, just the peaches, Donna says. Hey Mary, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Mary.
Donna says George the pony.
Yeah.
That's our boy. We love him. Everybody loves him. Oh, and at some point we'll have to uh forgive Ingrid for getting up and going upstairs, but we might be able to talk her into bringing Steve down for
Yeah.
us to meet the kitty.
I will bring Steve down for
I mean,
everybody to meet him later.
that's really the only reason why Carl is here. He doesn't care about me. He wants to see the cat.
Wants to see Steve. I've sent
Yeah.
Carl some pictures.
Oh, good.
So he has gotten a sneak peek anyway.
Okay, good, good, good.
Steve is doing good, but not everybody is happy about him.
Not everybody's a Steve fan.
Not everybody is a Steve fan just yet. No, Mary, you did. Yes, Steve, please. No, Mary, you didn't miss him. I haven't brought him down yet. He's in his room.
Keeping safe.
Yes. Buddy over here. Right here.
Yeah.
He is not a Steve fan at all. George is very much so.
I would be shocked if George, I mean, if you ever like, okay, I don't want to speak this into the universe, but George will greet any robber with kisses and hugs and love. So
Are you here to play with me? Yeah, absolutely. Although you never know. I mean, he could have a protective side as well.
That's true. That's true.
We'll see. Hopefully, we never will see.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Tamala.
Just popping in from work.
Oh, Donna, you didn't hear about Steve yet? I'm sorry. I am slacking. Yep, new kitty.
New baby.
Steve is blind or partially blind, I think. I think he does have some sight. And he's named after Stevie Wonder. Because why not?
And Tamala says she's just popping in from work. I hope today was a good day at work. I am doing chain piecing of forest for the trees. So I've got all of my pieces laid out here. The B through E section of the branches this way, and then the F through I this way. Chain them all together, because it's 4 of them. I can do them in groups of 2 and then put them together. But I think this is going to be faster. Chain piecing is always faster, I think.
Yeah. I've been doing them in groups of 2, like the 2 yellows together.
Yeah.
For each block. I might change that eventually.
If anybody is new here and hasn't seen, Ingrid's trees are going to be like a psychedelic walk through the fall forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Which is perfect. And if you were just crazy, for some reason I thought about this last week. I was like, oh, you could shrink little Hooter down and put little Hooter in the trees. But then think about how small those pieces would have to be in Little Hooter.
Oh, that's no,
That's a nightmare.
no. I don't know how you could do that. Well, yeah, no.
No, no, no. Oh my goodness. Oh, but we have Jeannie here. Yay. Hi, Jeannie.
I,
And Val. Val was talking about her husky inviting a robber in.
yeah, yeah. That would probably be George.
No protective instinct with those dogs.
That's funny.
If it
I,
were, oops, sorry, go ahead.
sorry. I've got my brother next door, so that's all right.
Yeah, you're good.
Do his thing because he's always watching, you know.
Yeah, I love that you get a phone call. What are you doing? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Why is your light on?
Yeah, yeah, yep. Is everything okay? I was hysterical. Yep, just up early.
just fine. Thanks, bud. Oh, I love that so much.
That was awesome. Well, he had said that because I guess Danny had kept saying, Dad, Aunt's lights on. Dad, Aunt's lights on.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
No, I think it was Danny worried. Like, why is Aunt up so early?
So really, Carl was like, "Listen, the only reason I'm calling you is to get this kid to stop asking me if you're okay."
Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah. Oh gosh. Carl said, so Carl, my brother's name is Carl as well. So that's just so that you don't think that Shannon was just talking about you. But
Oh
he's
gosh. Oh yeah.
with a K, not a C.
That's that's fine. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Yeah, that could be confusing for
Yeah.
for our Carl here.
Yes.
I said what?
Carl says that he's sure that Andrew could figure it out. Are you talking about shrinking little Hooter? Does Andrew do paper piecing? I don't remember if he does or not. He
I
might.
feel like those pieces in the inside of Little Hooter are small enough, and I like little piecing, but that would be too much for me. Just out of sheer like annoyance with how many pieces you would have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Carl is saying yes, he does.
Oh, cool.
Doing? What are you doing? Well, that might have to be a challenge for him then. We challenge you. All right, George, what is going on? Where's your toy?
It's like the people that do the oh gotta battle George for a little bit.
What? Sorry.
Oh no. I looked up and realized you were preoccupied. Somebody's ready for a play date. Look at him. Oh.
Why?
Oh, how did he do with the pups aside from hopping over the gate to try to get to their food? Your
That
friend.
that was hysterical. So I had a friend over for the weekend and she had her two dogs with her. And I have my office and then the room next to my office sort of cordoned off with gates that you can shut. So I recommended to her that she go in there, shut the gate, and feed her dogs. So I was trying to keep George preoccupied and distracted, but he caught sight of what they were doing in there or scent.
So, so that smells sublime.
Yeah. And he stood there right in front of the gate, just looking, watching. And I thought that, everything was fine. He didn't appear to, be doing anything. Well, all of a sudden, he just leapt up in the air and over the gate from standing.
Oh, he's part kangaroo.
So, yeah, along with the 6 dog breeds that he's also part kangaroo. Or Tigger the tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Could be that too.
Too funny.
But, oh my gosh. And then just a few minutes after that, we were putting that quilt together for the quilt sandwich together for Colleen to do her quilting. And I had stretched out a sheet over the dining room table, so that because we were going to be spraying that 505, and I didn't want it to get over everything. So I used just a fitted sheet so that it could hang over the chairs as well.
Yeah. Which is brilliant.
So I covered it, and we were getting ready to come in here to get all of the quilt top, the backing, the binding, not the binding, the batting, and all of a sudden George jumped on the table, and I don't know if he thought it was a bed, because when he got
up his height,
he was like, "What is this?
This is not soft.
Not comfortable. This is hard." Yeah. So that's the pony in him.
Oh my goodness.
Jump, pony George. Jump the gate. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, he kept us laughing. But he did get down off the table quite quickly, thankfully. But my word. So I blame her, because she apparently taught him some bad tricks while she was here. Because he's never tried to get over the gate. Now that he knows he can.
Yeah.
Now those gates are useless.
That's funny.
Oh.
He's a pup after my own heart. There's food that I can't get to. I'm going to get to it by any means necessary. I'm very Machiavellian when it comes to food. And it justifies the means.
That's funny. Oh goodness. Sorry.
Oh, I'll put this out there. Everybody send good juju and good vibes. I had an interview today, but I was anxious about the interview last night, so I couldn't get to sleep. I was tossing and turning and just thinking. And so I fought so hard to not yawn during the interview. Like, I was like, that's so unprofessional. Do not yawn when these people are asking you questions. I got out of the shower. I got soap in my eyes. I looked like I was high. So I was hoping that by the time I got to the interview, I wouldn't look like I was high anymore. And I didn't. My eyes, it was fine. The reaction to the soap was fine. And then I was like, oh, and then I'm going to start yawning in front of them. So that's great.
Did you have to go there?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
It was in Laurel. So it was like 45-minute drive, an hour back because it was closer to rush hour, but it wasn't so bad.
Can you hear the squeaky? Squeaky toy?
No.
Okay, good. I've got a deer just looking at me. He's staring me down. There's a family of like 3 deer that live out in the back area,
Yeah.
and then the albino deer is in the front.
You've got a menagerie.
Um, just kidding. There's no albino deer. But the 3 deer are right here. They're just hanging out in the back.
Was that what Hank was running at?
Oh no, he wouldn't run at deer.
Oh,
He's probably running at a squirrel or something.
yeah.
I told my neighbors last night that I thought that their flag was hi Stephanie. That
Hey,
I
Stephanie.
that I thought their flag was an albino deer when I was looking out my window. I think they think I'm nuts. Well, I think they have confirmed that I'm nuts. Well, I didn't have my glasses on. It was quite far away. And then once the flag started moving, I saw the other colors, so clearly it was not an albino deer.
Yeah.
But
Cleared that up.
oh well.
That's funny.
Stephanie, we were just talking about how it's crazy that it's been 3 years now that we're going to Walnut Port. It's exciting. It's just a week away.
Yeah, we've got Donna's order.
Hmm?
We got Donna's order for peaches.
Time to order for peaches, yeah.
We're ready to go.
What's the name of that store?
McCutcheon's.
Are
The
you sure you
best,
want a case, Donna?
right? Yeah. The best spiced peaches this side of the Mississippi.
They are good.
Yeah. The vanilla ones are really good too.
That's what I like, is the vanilla peaches. So should I go get well, no, I'll wait. Because Buddy over here, he's not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the deer. Now they're walking to the front.
Oh.
Yeah, now they're walking to the front. Like I know it's a different group. That's quite possible as well.
Well, it's getting on. So November, late October starts rutting season. So the bachelor pods are starting to get feisty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't want to sew these together wrong again.
The meadow for me, but the sun for you, I think is the hard part because it feels like it should be lower because the green is shorter. But
yeah.
I was trying to find because this is not a unusual, like this is I don't know how traditional it is, but it's not a unusual block. And I was trying to figure out like the history on it, like why is the top so much shorter? And to me, it was because it worked out for me that it looks like a meadow in my quilt top. So that's what I was going with. But I don't know why the block was built that way.
Oh,
Traditionally,
I gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
traditionally pieced where it's a different size. I don't know.
I have to lay this out. My
You gotta,
my brain hurts
gotta
today.
think it through.
Got a lot of distractions here behind me. George is tearing apart one of his toys.
Oh.
There's no such thing as an indestructible toy. It's not.
Those Kong, like weird shaped little things, those are pretty good though. Oh, Sadie and Lilu both love it when you put peanut butter inside of those and put them in the freezer
Oh,
and get the peanut butter all nice, like solid. And then they'll chew and try to get the peanut butter out for hours.
but doesn't that make a mess? Like, won't they like is a drooly, slobbery mess?
Mm-mm,
Hmm.
no. And well, Sadie is a little prima donna and wants everything nice and clean. When Lilu like needs to go in the crate, like say there's like we were doing all the work in our backyard and the crew was coming in and out, in and out, in and out. So she needed to be in the crate. Um, we put her in the crate with it, and then she didn't pay any attention because she's very highly anxious. It like she gets all worked up about stuff. Um, Peanut butter Kong, she was like, I don't care what y'all do. Knock yourselves out.
All right, so I might have to try that.
And it wasn't a met well, they're the way they're licking it, like it's disgusting. It is a disgusting sound and it's disgusting to think about. But it inside the Kong, there's not really a lot of way to make a mess because it's only coming out on their tongue, which is then going right into their mouth, if that makes sense. I don't know. It sounds gross, but it
I'm
worked.
just thinking about how much how drooly George is.
Well, Sadie has the Mastiff and Rottweiler in her, so she's got the jowls of those, and she didn't have a problem with it.
Okay. Well, I'll try that.
But she's also, again, a prima donna, and so there could be a difference between how she does it and how like her brother does it.
Yeah, that's funny. Stephanie says I can hardly believe it. I know it's time goes by so fast.
So fast.
Okay. Like I'm thinking about your daughter having her uh
Learner's permit.
permit. Yeah, that's that's oh, I remember when my daughter got hers.
I remember being the absolute worst teacher.
I just talked Cassandra's ear off. And she was a little bit older because her birthday's in January, so she was always a little bit older than her classmates.
Yeah.
Um, she said that when her friends started driving and she was in the car with them, she would start saying to them the things that I said to her. That's cute. They're already admitting that to me.
that's that's good.
Donna agrees that the Kong toys are pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I'm good. Just Just gonna do it. Things together. We taught our kids to drive in the cemetery. Can't kill anyone there. That's
That's
right, Donna. You're funny.
when we were in Tennessee for Christmas one year, my dad took me out because I was of driving age. I'm 4 and 7 years older than my sisters. So there was a pretty good gap there going in. But he took me down to well, when he was in town at this very small town that he grew up in, like K through 12 was in like one schoolhouse. It was like tiny. But by the time I was learning how to drive, there was like a whole, whole high school and stuff. And I just remember him taking me to the high school and teaching me how to get out of a tailspin, basically, if you when you lose control of the car. And that was quite possibly the most fun I've ever had with my father.
So he was purposely putting the car in a tailspin for you?
Making me do it, and then how to get out of it. So like basically like go ahead, like just start making donuts. Like you just go, in circles and make donuts. And then, you got to turn the wheel, you got to turn into it was,
oh my goodness.
We laughed so much. It was great. It was so much fun. Oh, Stephanie says Sarah just drove home from the grocery store.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Well, so Cassandra, the problem with Cassandra was that she was a little cocky because her dad owns a junkyard and she drove the cars around the junkyard since she was old enough to reach the pedals.
Yeah.
So she felt like she knew it all, but so she knew like how to, maneuver a car. But what she did not know was the rules of the road.
Yep.
And I can remember one time being at a stoplight, and as soon as it turned green, she turned left.
Oh.
It was not a green arrow.
Oh. Oh. 101 ways to give your mother a heart attack.
Well, what was funny is like I'm freaking out. Like, what? And the person that she cut off, because she was driving herself to school early in the morning, so thankfully there wasn't a ton of traffic. And the guy was just laughing. So I'm sure that it didn't make him happy to get cut off like that, but I think the show that he received, freaking out.
Yeah.
There was another time, oh gosh, driving stories. There was another time we were in a parking lot of Target, and we were coming out of one area of the parking lot and going across to another strip of stores. And there was, for some reason, there was a fire, like a bush in the middle of one of those mediums was on fire. So somebody must have, thrown a cigarette out or whatever, something.
Or God was trying to talk to you.
Oh, maybe. Bush. But so she's talking to me and telling me, look, Mom, that's on fire over there. And she is so focused on this bush that is on fire, that she's not paying attention to anything else around her, or the fact that she just crossed like the road that all the cars go on in the parking lot, right? So it's I said, Cassandra, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign.
Oh no.
I'm screaming at her, stop sign. Completely oblivious, just looking at this bush that's burning.
Yeah.
And continues to just drive over to it, completely ignoring me. Oh, goodness. Great job, Sarah. That's so exciting.
What did I just do?
So don't do what Cassandra did. I'm sure you won't. She was a little bit flaky. But she learned. She learned from those couple experiences. There wasn't anything that I'm aware of anyway that happened similar to that.
Oh, Tamala is saying they had nothing to do but drive during shutdown. Yeah. I didn't iron them all.
Oh, Jesus. Swerved. Swerved.
I want to see one of your trees together.
I'm trying. We'll get there.
Yep.
Hopefully by the end of this live.
No worries. Hello, Sadie girl. Did you hear me talking about you? The princess that you are?
Steve's got to make his appearance too. So which machine are you taking with you, Shannon?
The uh the Juki travel one, the Hazel one, HZO.
Yep.
It's nice when they already have them named for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like Hazel.
I love naming the machines. I don't know where it started. Didn't even start with my first one until I named Arnie, and then I was like, oh, they should all have names, and now I'm like addicted.
That's funny. I don't have any names on mine for mine. Not that creative. I'm lucky I can name animals. And I mean, Steve just like naturally came into my life. So I think it was like meant to be.
Yeah.
Walking into the animal shelter instead of the pet store.
Yep. The cat distribution universe.
Yeah. Like, are you here to see the kittens? Of course I am.
You don't have to twist my arm.
I didn't need dog food. I needed a kitten. I didn't come home with him that day because, of course, they had to, you know,
Well, not check your references.
do not check. Yeah, they didn't check my references clearly, but they uh, said they did a background check on me.
Oh, wow.
Kidding. Yeah, they asked for 2 references, neither of which they called.
That's pretty funny. Well, maybe they're like, you gave them up easily, so maybe you are pretty okay. You didn't try to
Well,
hide it.
so they handed me the application, and I went up to my car and because they said I could just scan it and send it back to them,
Yeah.
and I figured, well, I'm here, so I'll just fill it out and give it back to them.
Yeah.
And they were were like, oh, okay. These. So
Well, they might have just been so excited that you were willing to adopt a cat that had the issue that other people might not have been patient with.
yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the vet says tomorrow. I mean, I'm excited to, not excited, anxious to see what they have to say.
Yeah.
And one of his eyes does not look great. It's like it's not. Uh, he's got one eye that is like a normal sized eye, but it's just completely hazed over. And then the other eye, it doesn't look like it even completely formed. It's small.
Oh.
So I don't know why that is. I know that they did some sort of surgery on him. So I don't know if they just removed part of the eye, but I don't know why they would remove part and not all.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure that will know. Doesn't say anything in the records. It just says that it was treated with um, eye drops for an infection. So
Poor little dude.
I know. So after the nut house, I'll be going up to Mass
Yes.
to hang out with the family and thinking about bringing Steve up with me, but we'll have to
Oh,
see.
we might get a double dose of cheetah suckers too.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'll connect with Patrice while I'm up there. Know what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Double dose, yeah. Well, not a Minnesota accent for her. You gotta kick in my Ben Affleck, Matt Damon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We certainly don't need to meet at the quilt shop again, though.
No, no, don't need to do that.
I run out of room. I either my brother keeps sending me um, Facebook Marketplace, like storage solutions, cabinets and whatnot.
That's amazing.
Why do you keep doing this? That's ugly. He's like, look, lots of storage. Put lots of fabric in here.
Oh, well, that just means he's getting you more space so that you can get more fabric, so you have more place to hold it.
No, it's because I have all that fabric in bins over in my living room. That fabric from
Yeah.
my friend.
I mean, that might be, what he thought, but to me, it just means more space for more fabric.
Right, right. Did I say hi to Valerie? Hi, Valerie. Donna says Steve is in wonderful hands now. Thank you for adopting him. Aw, Donna, thank you. You have to come down and visit him.
Yeah, we are definitely due for a trip.
So Val Martinez West.
Yes.
She says her daughter has two cats, and each one only has one eye due to infection.
Oh.
Son has a cat that lost both eyes to some medical issue. Oh wow. So I guess it's not that uncommon for them to have these eye infections, and if you don't get them cleared up um, in a certain period of time, then they can lose their sight.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna imagine if they're, strays coming off the streets, they've got all kinds of stuff they've had to deal with.
Yeah.
Little babies.
Well, his litter mates all their eyes all cleared up and were fine. But not him. But it's not stopping him. I mean, he jumps up on stuff and uh, he's in the spare room, and every time I go in there, he's up on top of the bed.
I love it.
It's and that's a high bed in there.
Yeah.
The room where you stay when you come over.
Oh yeah. So he'll be very familiar with that room.
Yeah.
So
So you might have a visitor next time you come.
that is highly acceptable. The only reason why I don't allow Hank to stay the whole night is because every time he's in there, he ends up biting my feet under the covers. It becomes a game at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right. And Buddy's the opposite. He will, because I end up with a foot outside the blanket at some point during the night, and that's when he attacks. He says, "Oh, does that mean you want to play?"
He lulled me into a sense of complacency, thinking that he was just the nicest cat in the world to have in the room while you sleep the first couple of times I was there. And then he turned into a homicidal maniac.
Yeah, he was all sweet at first, right?
Curled up right behind my legs. I remember taking pictures and sending them to Lauren, like, oh my God, this is the cutest cat in the freaking world. I love this cat. I still do. I still love him to pieces. I just know better not to let him sleep near my feet.
Oh my gosh. There's stuffing all over. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's stuffing all over the floor.
What did George take apart?
It's joy. It took him a while to get it apart, but But that one's been around at least 2 weeks.
Oh, you should look into the company called Terribles. They make these little toys, and all of the pieces of the toy, like they're like little monsters basically. All of the pieces of the toy is stuck inside the main shell of the body of the monster or whatever with Velcro. So the animals like Sadie and Lilo love them. Uh you throw it, they like their little prey instinct kicks in, they chase it down, they tear it tear it to shreds, pull all of the pieces, the head off, the arms off, the tail off, pull it all to pieces, and then you get to put it all together again and throw it for them again. But it's kind of fun, and it knocks Lilu out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. They're called terrible?
Terribles, because you tear them apart.
Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it.
Spelled that way too. Tear.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I thought that George would be all knocked out because Ruby and Iris were over here playing earlier.
Oh
Oh, those are Ruby and Iris are George's cousins that live next door. Corgi and the lab.
yay! And you guys, it is so adorable. The corgi runs the roost.
Oh, yeah.
She is in charge of those two big old dogs.
Yeah. George does not know what to make of her. Wants to play, but she doesn't really want to play with him.
Yeah.
But he was hysterical with Colleen's dogs because so her dogs are little Boston Terriers that are about 25 pounds. Probably not even 25 pounds. And so one is a little bit smaller than the other. So it's Gracie and Harry.
No.
And Gracie doesn't want anything to do with George, but Harry will play until George gets a little too rough, and George likes to put his paw on him.
Yeah.
Harry's like, no, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. There will be no manhandling.
But she's been here enough with them lately that he's getting used to having them, and he settles down a lot quicker where we can actually sit on the couch without him being
chasing them down.
Yeah. Well, my brother, when the first time that he watched George, he stayed here, and since then he brings George over to his house. But the time that he stayed here, he trained George to only sit on the Chase Lounge area of the couch.
Yeah.
He doesn't completely stay over there, but he's pretty good about it. And then when I'm not looking, he wiggles his way over to the other side of the couch. Funny. But her dogs are hysterical. They like to be underneath the covers.
Oh.
So when she lays on the couch with them, they want to be covered up. You got your toy?
That's adorable.
They're sweet. I'll send you a picture. I've got when she got here on Friday, I was still working, and George was still quite excited, and Gracie, whoo, that was loud. Sorry. Gracie jumped up on my onto my office chair and just was sitting right behind me. Get me away from this dog, please.
Can somebody control this animal?
Okay. I've got 2 pieces.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the upside down tree right now.
Upside down tree.
And
So exciting.
colors are in the right direction this
I
time.
love it.
And I found my tree trunk.
Not mistakes, just lessons.
Right. George, stop it. Not mistakes, just lessons. Yeah.
But he's keeping an eye on George.
Yeah. Well, he's looking at the mess that George made with all stuffing all over the floor. Colleen had brought one of those, like, I don't know, it's like a rubbery thing, and it's got like 2 handles where you can, like, it's like a pull kind of
Oh,
thing.
like the tug of war thing.
Yeah, I gotta let Hank in. Hang on one sec. So there were pieces of that toy everywhere. Because he
Whew. Now I'm yawning too.
okay, sorry, I have to pay attention. George. Yeah, I like your idea of making that quilt top into a bag. I'm gonna ask my neighbor what she thinks about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Have we talked about that since we've been live?
No,
No.
you
Okay.
should share though. That's amazing that she did that.
So I have my neighbor next door, obviously, because my neighbor. um, she was her grandmother's when they were cleaning out their grandmother's house. She found 2 quilt tops in a bag that were never finished into a quilt, and she wanted me to come over and look to see if they were anything that should be saved. And it's like, well, I can tell you without seeing that, of course, it should be. So she didn't want them, and nobody in her family wanted them. So she asked me if I wanted them. And so I did. I took them, but my suggestion was to probably donate them to an organization in the area and just donate them in their name. But then Shannon suggested maybe making them into a bag, and then or more than one bag, obviously, but and then that would be something that they could potentially even use. So I'll have to think about that, and maybe think about what type of bag I would make with them and show it to her to see what her thoughts are on it.
Yeah. The fact that it's not already quilted, it gives you a lot of leeway because you can back it, if you don't want to actually sandwich it and quilt it and then make it into something, you could just back it with like fusible fleece and make it lightweight, a lightweight bag and stuff,
Yeah.
or back it with fusible fleece and then use like the canvas that we did the beach bags with,
Yeah.
especially if you were thinking about the grocery bag, because then you could put like freezer foods or produce and stuff in it. It wouldn't mess up the quilt top.
Yeah. Yep.
But with her not really knowing like the story of where they came from or anything, I think that also gives you a lot more leeway
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Because they're not committed to it. They don't even know if it's something that she made herself or if she just acquired it
yeah.
somehow. So yeah, lots of options. But I'm gonna bring it. I'll bring them up to the retreat,
Fun.
and then we can all take a look.
Ooh, you're daring. That's a lot of opinions in one room.
Oh yeah, it is a lot of opinion. Not too many though.
Now I want some peaches.
Yeah, those peaches are good.
I'll have to get maybe a couple of jars extra to share.
Yeah.
Maybe get some French vanilla ice cream and some of the
Oh, that's a good idea. I wouldn't be upset about that.
I've been thinking about like vanilla ice cream with those peaches and then candied ginger.
Oh, I don't know what that
Yep.
is. Sounds good. Anything sounds good.
Just slices of ginger boiled in sugar water and then dusted with sugar to crystallize.
Oh,
And you got
oh, is that all?
candied ginger.
That's
Yes,
it.
so good.
That sounds very fancy.
And it would go really good with the spiced peaches. Oh, field trip. I'll have to make it here this week just to make sure that it actually works.
Oh, there you
You
go.
know, science.
Good. Test it out.
Yeah.
I have lots of leftovers in the fridge from when Colleen was here because she did a lot of cooking.
Oh, love her.
Yeah. You know, we made a pork tenderloin one night, and we got steaks another night, and we were looking at the steaks, and man, they are expensive.
Yep.
Stephanie, yeah, I'll bring them. I'll bring them up with me I don't know when they were made. One of them looks rather old. The just the fabric that was used looks quite old, but I mean, I don't know. I can't really guess on the age. But then the second one looks newer, probably 80s, 90s type of yeah, probably 80s, 90s fabric.
Yeah,
Um
that fabric has a definite style.
but yeah, I don't know. And I'm just not really the best when it comes to gauging that anyway. So I don't know. But it'd be interesting, Stephanie, to get your opinion on them. It's like, I want to do as much research on them as possible to hopefully, maybe give them some history that they don't know. Even if it's just like if somebody at the retreat, or Stephanie, if you know, I'm sure you know a lot more about fabric um than I do. So, if we can give them a little bit of information on the quilt, even if it's just on the type, the pattern, or the fabric itself, might might lend some clues to some people.
You could do a Google image search too.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the one that's really interesting to me is the one that it looks like bow ties.
Yeah. All of this to say, we all need to get a lot better about putting the labels on our quilts because there's no information about these guys.
No information. Yeah, it would have been nice if they were labeled with something for the family to know.
Carl says, top the peaches with moonshine cherries. And Teresa asks, what kind of cherries? So there's a canning, like jams and preserves and canning of peaches, little family store in downtown Frederick called McCutcheon's, which they actually sell a lot all over the place. So, but I'm not sure how far they sell them, but they do ship to wherever you are. Um, and so they have these canned peaches. They're canned vanilla peaches, which they're actually jarred, not canned, so jarred. Every jar you can see the vanilla and cinnamon stick in there. It's really nice. And then the spiced peaches, but I also like the spiced pears. It's just a lot of fun, and it's become a thing.
They are good. Donna says that they are Christmas gifts, so she's not even eating them.
Oh, but she's spreading the light.
Yeah.
Apologies if you can hear the pups. The kids are getting home.
Okay. One more seam, and then I'll have something to show.
Woo!
So I lost the trunk.
You did lose it, or you thought you did?
I thought I did.
Oh, okay.
Last week I thought I lost the trunk,
Oh, right, yeah.
but I found it. And it wasn't, I blamed the cat. I blamed Buddy. It wasn't even him, it was me. Sorry, Buddy. Oh, what time is it? Okay, I'll wait a little bit.
I was gonna
Or
say,
you get Steve now?
well, if you're in a good spot, or I was gonna say like 8:30,
Okay.
or maybe even 8:45, and then that way, we could, yeah, like 8:45, we could end with getting
Oh,
to love Steve.
that sounds good. There's thinking of those quilts, there's a woman, I think her name is Chris. So, is it Sew the Distance?
Uh-huh.
And she is like a historian of quilts. Is that right? Do I have that right?
I
I got
think he does the I feel like that is her that does that. I feel like I can remember her YouTube thumbnails of where she's diving into. Yeah.
That would be fun to um learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
And this area is so rich with history anyway that, could be anything. As when Colleen was here, she was saying that the next time she comes down, she wants to. Um, can you hear that squeaking?
No? No, Zoom is really good about blocking out the
Oh,
sound.
good. Valerie says yes, that she does lessons from an old quilt. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, lessons from an old quilt. That's, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. My brain sometimes surprises me. Yeah, George has found what is he playing with now? Oh, he's still playing. Apparently, the squeaker is still in the toy that he has dissected. Of course, just to irritate me, right? I'll have to look at Chris and see if I can learn a little something.
I think she even inspired, I think Sean was doing some of that too. I feel like.
Yeah, she has been on Sean's channel before. I think that's where I first saw her. Valerie said, I was thinking she could date your tops. Yeah, she might be able to. Maybe I'll reach out to her. I'll do some research on my own and then um, tell her what I found, because it might be hard to do without actually touching or seeing it in person. But she might have some tips for me.
Yeah.
It would be cool to learn that.
Y seams, here we come. This has really turned into my favorite part of building these blocks.
The lysine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not as it's not that bad
Mm-mm.
at all.
I feel like a magician.
Huh?
I feel like a magician when I do it.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Hey, see if I'm gonna do any ripping.
I still have to remind myself when putting these together to stop at the 1/4 inch seam every time. Oh, look at how pretty.
Oh, you see it?
Yes. I got a sneak peek.
Look at it.
Look how cool. It's
This
going to be so
this
neat.
does not line up very well right here.
Nope, can't tell that. So
Oh, I can.
don't,
That's like
don't.
an inch off.
Oh, no. Could not even see that.
What you think? Do you like it? Do you like it? I don't have anything on my hand, silly.
Uh,
Don't drool on it. I love it.
Yay. Oh, I cannot wait to see it all together. That's going to be such a fun top.
One done.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh gosh. I'm a little behind.
All good.
Oh, thanks, Donna.
Aren't those? The colors are incredible. Ooh, Ingrid, Valerie's saying that she thinks Chris has books that show vintage fabrics that she uses to help date the quilts. I wonder if you could make that like a field trip to the library to see if there are books like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Valerie. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm sure she's got a lot of great tips and tricks on her YouTube.
You can become our own little historian.
I'll tell you what she tells me.
You could also reach out to Clustered Spires is right in Frederick Guild. They might have someone who's like a historian in
Oh,
their
okay.
guild.
I can do that.
Or they might be able to point you in, in the right direction kind of thing.
Do
Oh,
you
it's exciting.
take your papers out after?
Hmm?
Are you taking your papers out after?
No,
Oh.
just out of habit. No.
They were kind of falling out, so
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like last week, I was talking about that how they all just started falling out,
yeah.
and I said there's no because it's not like with like the legit kits where there's like all these weird angles and things like that. There's nothing. You don't have to have the stability of the paper to put these blocks together. It's just straight line. Like you're good. So if it's coming out, I wouldn't fight with it.
Yeah.
But you will see that my papers are back there. Just got into the habit of it. It's like second nature now, I guess.
Yeah. Now,
But
do you notice because do you always use the newsprint?
uh-huh. so much lighter.
Do you notice that they don't try to fall off on you as much as using a just printer paper?
Oh gosh, no, I would say that the newsprint probably falls out easier.
Oh, okay.
It's so much thinner.
Yeah.
But when you are doing crud, when you're doing things that the paper needs to stay in, it makes it lighter to maneuver through your machine and everything.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. I went too far because I was talking and I'm just so used to sewing off the edge.
Oh,
We leave this open for the Y seam. Hello, base drop. How art thou? All right.
oh, so I started saying about um this area, being so rich in history
That way.
that we're gonna start, checking out some of the Civil War type
Oh yeah.
places.
Oh yes. Well, there's so many. The downtown visitor center. There's the Monocacy Battlefield Visitor Center where you can actually like put on Civil War uniforms and stuff.
Really.
That's so much fun. The Civil War Medicine Museum is, oh my gosh, the boys would flip out. That's so much fun.
Oh, cool.
It's down on Market Street, Patrick Street, the corner of Market and Patrick, which is the main thoroughfare of downtown Frederick. That museum's amazing. It's, yeah, there's so much stuff. We're really close to Antietam.
Right.
Donna
Yeah.
says, okay, kids, have fun. Stephanie, continued success with the new driving member of the family.
Yeah. Bye, Donna. We'll see you soon. You're okay, kids.
Have you guys taken the boys up to Gettysburg? That's a lot of fun. The driving tour, the walking tour.
No, not yet. They might be, well, they might be at the age where they would enjoy that now. But I don't know about Danny because his attention span, um, I don't know if that would keep his attention.
And the visitor center is really cool. There's like a light up map that shows you all the different battles and everything.
Oh, cool.
So cool. Yeah, it's a pretty nifty area to be in if you're a Civil War nut.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, when I drive up to Martinsburg to the VA up there, I pass by the Antietam fields. If that's I don't know if that's the right thing to say. But there's signs
Yeah.
all over the place up there. Let's see if this is better. Some of it's biscuit. It hasn't even changed, so it's gonna stay that way. Oh wow. Can you see it from way back here?
Nope. Not by horseback either.
Yeah. Can you see Hank playing with George? Like, come here, come closer. Scratch your eyes out. Yeah, don't trust him.
That's very like Charlie Brown and Lucy.
Yeah.
No, really. I'll keep the football in place. Trust me.
Every time.
Cat, I love you, but you are not needed at the moment.
Come on.
Silly boy. Silly boy. All right. Well, you're in the way of me being able to show how I did. So I am going to need you to move it, little man.
All right, here it is all pressed.
Yes.
Block number one.
It is going to be so much fun.
I love it.
Hello, Philippa.
Hey, Philma, look, you're just in time to see the psychedelic trees. Or tree, singular tree.
Well, it's psychedelic. You don't know. There could be 12.
It's true.
Ooh,
It's accurate.
there's my first one. Boop, boop. Not ironed yet, so. But the points meet up pretty good. I'm very happy with them.
Nice.
Like on darn near perfection.
Yeah,
Boop, boop, boop.
mine are not, but they will be from a distance.
There you go. And just because this one is does not mean the next one will be. Such is the way of quilting. But
it will get better and better each time, I'm sure.
When it happens, I like to celebrate it because it
Oh
doesn't
gosh,
happen that often.
that is so exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
It's kind of like when you're, with the legit kits, how when you're sewing some of those pieces together, they have to line up. When they line up, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Witchcraft.
because it doesn't look like they should fit together.
Yes. Philippa says your tree looks fantastic.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Ooh, is it? No, no, not yet. I was gonna say, is it baby kitty time? Oh, guess what Jeannie caught?
Yes, Jeannie, it's Rob Appel's fabric. This is the New Worlds line fabric that he has. I don't have any of his Newer Worlds line yet, but I will be ordering some soon. So yes, it is. And it's Rob's fabric. And it's just a plain black fabric for the background. Because his fabric is enough to stand on its own.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder.
All right. I understand how egotistical this might sound, but gosh darn, I really love these trees.
This is not egotistical.
I really love these little boogers.
Look, it's, this is the one I did that was wrong.
I like that
Yeah,
too, though.
I don't like it that way.
No,
Now, I was thinking that maybe I would do some that way and some the other way, but
but no. No, I like the idea of it all being one.
yeah, yeah, me too. Yes, Philip, I have Steve. I'm gonna go get him.
Yay! It is time. It's
But
baby kitty time.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how long he stays down here because I don't know how the other cats are gonna feel. And they're both so Buddy's laying on can't really you can't see him. Buddy is laying on Colleen's quilt.
Oh,
There he is. And Hank is right here. So I don't know how this will go. So we'll see. I'll go get him. Oh, you ordered Newer Worlds from Stephanie. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna go. I went to order them from Stephanie's, and that was when her shop was closed, for when she was in Texas. And then I forgot and never went back. So I need
need to get on that.
so George, you're gonna go outside for a minute because you are. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see Steve. Just any little kitty is so much fun to see. I can hear mine under my table scratching at the rug. Oh, Valerie's saying a bunch of quilters are making blocks for some charity quilts. Oh, so after thinking about complicated star blocks, I've decided on simple. Nice. Sometimes simple, you need it. That we've talked about the palette cleanser, you just need it. I want my points to be good and the block to be exactly 12 and a half. Nice. Philippa says we are getting new babies. What? Stuart or Stewie, a year-old beagle. Oh my gosh. Beagles crack me up. I They are so noisy and I love them so very much. Oh, look at the baby. What's a little gray tabby? Look at that baby face.
Oh, he's gonna steal between his legs. He's all scared.
No. Oh yeah, Hank is like, whatever. He hasn't
Yeah.
even moved. Everybody say hi, Steve.
I will let you go.
Oh,
He's so sweet. I love his coloring.
his coloring is exactly like the boy's mom and sister.
Oh, really?
I love it. I love Gray Tabby. Oh, Carl says he's working on a storm at sea with Rob's new worlds. That
Oh,
I love Storm at Sea.
Yes, me too. Me too. Nope, you're not going that way. Going that way. Oh, you sure? Forgot I brought these in for you. You want some treats?
Oh, what a baby.
He loves to eat. Oh, hey, you want a treat too?
Yes, please.
Like, you see the treats over there?
I'm just saying. I was here first.
Okay, you inhaled that. Oh my gosh. Oh, no,
Oh, look at him go. Oh.
no. Oh, Buddy's giving the stink eye like, what is going on?
Why did you bring that thing down here?
Yeah. And he looks so big. He's about 4 months old. So he's born, looks like from his records, around sometime the first week of April.
Yeah. He does seem, I don't remember our quintuplets being that big at that age.
No, it's probably going to be a monster.
Yeah.
It'll be enormous.
So you're gonna have a pony for a dog and a tiger for a kitten.
Well, he's got like the tiger
Yeah, the stripes.
type spots. What you doing? I wish you could hear his purring. He's so loud. I wonder if you can. I don't know where the microphone is, but
I
no.
don't think so. I don't think so.
No, no, he's a cutie pie. He's a blue pie. Good boy.
Oh, you're making me want a new cat. I don't have any space for any new animals.
Hey, just go to the pet store to get some food. Walk in the wrong door.
That was specifically why I get all my pet food from Chewy, so that Lauren's not allowed in any pet stores to adopt any more animals.
Well, it was have you heard of Central Dogma?
Yes.
They have an area there where you can wash your dogs as well, like a self-service
Yes.
area. So I thought about that as well. And they're not always the shelter place is not always open because it's run, completely by volunteers. But they just happened to be there that day.
Just happened to be.
Yeah, he just is a purring machine. Crazy.
That's so sweet. Valerie said she loves loud purrs. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Philip said we love beagles. My son's adopting him. Oh,
Oh,
I almost had a heart attack. I thought I had done something wrong because I went to open this and this was like origami, like it was like a ship, but I'd forgotten that I'd put this on the back to keep it out of the way.
I did the same thing, but it wasn't in that same area. I thought that I had sewn in the wrong spot.
Oh,
And
look at him. He's doing so good. Oh, oh.
can you see his eyes?
Uh-huh. Well, not close enough, like to see.
No, I don't want you going that way.
See his sweet little face, though. Oh,
He is sweetie. When I was upstairs with him, just laying on the bed with him in his room, he was he was like laying across my neck
oh,
and just like snuggled up there and like, oh,
no, just a little baby.
so cute. Maybe because he could feel my pulse right there. I don't know, but it was cute. He's so sweet.
Oh yeah. Susan said that she used to be a cat owner and sometimes she misses it. She doesn't miss the cat hair on her clothes. And I giggled at that because I was getting out of the car to go into the interview today and I was like, oh man, like get the cat hair, get the dog hair off me. Dang it. I have a lint roller in the car. Like,
oh yeah, I've kept a lint roller in the door of my car for years.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's get us all taken care of. Too funny. Oh.
Steve, we can't really see it very well.
Oh.
What's going on?
He is so tiny though compared to Hank and Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy's watching him with a slow growl.
Oh, I thought you were going to say slow tail twitch because I can see that too.
Oh, yeah.
Like make one wrong move, friend.
Where are you going? Come back this way. You don't need to be showing everybody the whole mess. Whole mess. Just a part of the mess.
Carl said, try having 10 cats. Yeah. Well, I have 5. I'm halfway there. I'm going to need a bigger house to have any more animals.
Yeah. I need to up my game of cat trees. I was looking at the setups that they have where you can attach different things to your walls.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. Bass Drop, the one that was our little sick baby, he loves to be up high and then loves to fight you while he's up high.
Oh.
Like play fighting, not like, not horrible, but play fighting.
Yeah.
And what? It's the big iron glasses. Sorry, interrupted by children. And now I have no idea what we were even talking about. Like, what are you doing over
there? You were getting attacked by the cat up high.
Yeah. So I love the tall cat trees where they have like different levels because some of them won't go up that high. And then there's Bass Drop who's like loves it. When I was working for the census and we had been sent home because of the joyous pandemic. Um, I was I had a week where I was dealing with the overnight help desk, so I was up for a whole week, like sleeping during the day and up at night. And he would come tearing into that room at like 2 o'clock in the morning, race to the top of the ceiling to floor length tree, and then that was our playtime.
Oh, that's cute. The lady that was fostering him said that he likes getting up on the cat trees. So I would imagine being visually impaired that he would much rather be higher
Yeah,
than lower.
survey his land.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're okay, buddy.
All right, another one down. We are moving along. But we are quickly coming up to the end of the evening. Oh, let's see. Oh, Valerie said, because I have cats with white fur, all dark clothes get put on just before leaving home.
Oh, yes.
Yep. It's very true.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna go run him back upstairs.
Oh, okay.
His buddy is making,
Expressing disappointment.
yes. I'll be right back.
But he's like, I was here first. No, we'll be able to see what Hank gets into while she's gone. But Carl was saying he has 10 cats. Are they all from the same family, or did you rescue them just over time? Ours are all family members, brother, sister, and mama. And the mom that we rescued, we know that she was like a neighborhood stray, and she'd definitely been a mom before. But I'm not sure where her babies went from that first litter.
Oh, he took over. Hank's now gonna sew.
What's that?
Hank is gonna sew.
Oh, very good. We've got another convert.
Yeah, I'm so excited that Colleen actually wants to sew, that I didn't have to twist her arm,
I love it.
and was so excited to sew.
Yeah, that's crazy exciting.
Yes. I can't wait for the day that she says, "Hey, I bought a machine."
I mean, you got to figure it's coming up soon, right?
I mean, you would think.
Oh, that's so cool. The pictures of how excited she was.
Oh, yeah. She was in her glory. Yeah, she had said, take a picture of me so I could send it to my mom.
Well, nice. All right. So sewing up this last seam, talk a little bit about what we've got going on for the rest of the week. Oh, Carl says they're all rescue with one pair of sisters. Sweet.
Aw.
Um, so for this week, we have the Thursday morning will be the 1718 coverlet, which is a amazing project. I have my quarter square triangles still over here. Um, that's been a lot of fun making all of those patterns into FPP. So that will be Thursday morning. Then Sunday. I feel like I'm supposed to be getting back onto something on Sunday. Sunday will be my live brunch from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it will be a surprise to all of us what I get into. I have got plenty to work on. So there's that. Oh, you know what? I might do the last block of New York Beauty on Sunday. We need to get that done. So I might focus on that on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see what I get into. But that needs to for sure get done.
I need to do some New York Beauty stuff.
I had forgotten that I had taken all of the blocks with me when I went and did the guild workshop when I like showed off all my projects and everything. I'd forgotten that I'd taken them and I thought I lost them all.
Oh,
I
God.
thought maybe I'd put them aside, you know, when I was working on something else and then they'd gotten thrown out or something. Panicked. But earlier today I was looking at for something and I had a bin, one of those plastic storage bins that had like a bunch of stuff in it. I was like, what is this random stuff? And it was all of the things like the paperwork and all the stuff that I had taken on that trip. And all the blocks were in there. And I was like, thank goodness. Totally forgotten. Like, oh gosh, thank goodness.
I hate that feeling.
I wouldn't, I mean,
Worst.
it wouldn't have been the end of the world to have to do them again. But I love the fabric so much. And I really was excited about the combinations that I'd had. And I was a little bit heartbroken about, you know, it wouldn't be the same.
No. No, well, you couldn't replicate it, that's for sure. Not with those fabrics.
No.
I got some of T's African fabrics. I told you that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when I do end up with time to do a New York Beauty, that's my thought.
I love it.
Is to also use the African fabrics.
It's so pretty. I'm so excited. I don't know what my final layout it will be. I love Philippa's final layout. Was it Sue that had finished her layout? I can't remember. Somebody else had finished their layout. I need to get it done so I can play around and decide what it's going to be.
Oh, cool. Carl says all fixed and indoors with 2 outside cat corrals to get some fresh air and lizards.
Nice.
Very nice. It sounds like they're a little bit spoiled, Carl.
Trust us, neither one of us are ones to talk about having spoiled animals.
No, no. I love spoiling my animals.
All right, number 3. These points don't line up quite as great. Not as smack on down here, but it starts getting a little bit loosey goosey towards there. But you know what? no trees are perfectly symmetrical because nature ain't like that. So I'm not going to be like that either.
That's true. That's true.
Awesome. All right. Well, yay. Oh, hey, Susan. What she says, I've packed all my New York Beauty pattern sheets. Have to wait until the Reno. Oh, yeah. The Reno, the renovation is done and can unpack. I'm so glad that you know exactly where it is because that was terrifying not to know where they were.
Yeah.
Carl
Also,
is just, and that Sue's still working on her New Year beauty. Yep. Yep. Well, and that's the beauty of us having done them on YouTube. Like that information will always be there for you whenever you get to it. Like you don't have to feel in any way rushed to get to any point because it'll always be there. So it's like ready for you when you are ready.
Yep.
But gosh.
All I've done is gotten the pattern.
Oh, yeah. It's a satisfying project though. It's very fun to see it worked up and
Yeah.
all the different like you can't choose I don't believe for New York Beauty that you can choose the wrong fabric. I think it's impossible. Everybody's has turned out so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
excited.
so fun to see the variations and just the thought process behind everybody's
Yeah,
pattern, color choices.
it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. It's fun to get to talk about all of our pets and all of the things that we're getting into. And we will be back again next Tuesday. At the end of this month is Slow Stitch Sunday, which will also have Ingrid on as well. And there's also a FPP Saturday, the last Saturday of this month, the 28th, which is 1 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, where we all just get together and so FPP together. And I'm there to answer any questions or help if you run into any issues. What I have found is that we're all really great at helping each other out. And it makes me so happy that we've built like this very cool community that is very willing to help and has zero judgment on which way that you do FPP, if you keep your papers in or don't keep your papers in, whatever works for you. We are all here for it. he's very much distracting me. I am very excited about what he's getting into.
Don't know what he's doing. He's playing with all the stuffing from the toy that he just dissected.
Well, Ingrid, would you like to say anything before we close down?
Thank you for letting me show Steve off.
Oh my gosh, I can speak for everyone when we say we're so glad you showed Steve off. Yeah.
He's such a sweetie and such a joy. He goes to the vet tomorrow to get his eyes checked out. So,
little man.
So, positive thoughts.
Yes, absolutely. Good vibes sent for Steve, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have an awesome night. Thank you all again. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.